Hello everybody on YouTube. If you guys are new to my YouTube channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give the video a thumbs up. Thank you, and I really appreciate your guys' love and support. Now, tonight's video is called Why Tourists Fall in Love with Medellin, Colombia. Now, I felt I wanted to do this video to share with you guys my input on why tourists fall in love with Medellin. Now, the best city to live in Colombia is Medellin, and I'm going to tell you the reasons why. Medellin has the perfect weather. That's why they call it the city of eternal spring. It's won several awards. It has some of the most beautiful women of Colombia that basically look like models, nothing but nines and tens. And on top of that, you have really important artists like J Balvin, Maluma, and the famous soccer player James that, represent the city of Medellin, Colombia to its fullest extent. And on top of that, the crime rate, yeah, it's not as high as other cities like Bogota or Cali. You can walk around freely, as long as you're not putting yourself out on Front Street too much. It's not to say that Bogota or Cali don't have, things to offer. Yes, those cities are beautiful and they also have beautiful things to offer you as well. Cali has beautiful women. Cali has, La Capital de Salsa. And on top of that, the people down there are very humble. Down in Bogota, they are somewhat, complicated, but, they're fun to be with too. And for the most part, the thing about Bogota is that the crime rate has gone up high. But back to Medellin. Now, you have the mayor of the city of Medellin, Colombia, which is Federico Gutierrez, who is constantly, capturing very important criminals of the city of Medellin, and who is putting a stop to a lot of things. And on top of that, there's always something going down in the city of Medellin, and that to me is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. You have everything down there. You have El Atanasio Girardot, which has two of the soccer teams of Medellin, Colombia, which is El Deportivo Independiente Medellin and Atlético Nacional. And on top of that, you have a lot of sports activities. You have el Parque de los Pies Descalzos, el Parque de las Luces, el Parque de los Deseos, el Jardín Botánico, el Pueblito Paisa, el Mirador del Pueblito Paisa, el Mirador del Picacho. You have many museums, el Museo de Botero, de Fernando Botero. You have el Parque Botero that has the 23 statues of bronze. And you just have a lot of historic history down there in Medellin. You have the Hotel Nutibara that's historical to the city of Medellin. And, you have a lot of historical pieces down there in Medellin. You have La Iglesia Metropolitana that has more than 400 years to the city of Medellin. And you also have El Edificio El Coltejer, that's very historical. And on top of that, you have everything down there, you have everything down there. I know what I'm telling you. And tourists that go down there, they fall in love with it. You have people that are constantly flying out there to the city of Medellin. They're in their houses in the US or whatever other country they may be from, and they're constantly thinking about Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia in general. But yes, a lot of guys, they want to live their lives out in the city of Medellin. When they reach a certain age, they want to go down there. Because the Paisa people are not complicated. Yeah, you get, every once in a while, you get your little conflicts here and there. But for the most part, the treatment amongst Paisas, amongst themselves, and just the way they embrace you as a tourist, it's something else. It's just mind-blowing. And I love Medellin, Colombia. I love it to the fullest. And hopefully down the line, I can go out there and live out there and maybe open up a business. But yeah, those are my plans. But yeah, for the most part, Medellin, Colombia is something else, and the crime rate, yeah, it's, there's crime there. I'm not going to say there's no crime there because I would be lying to you guys. but it's not as bad as other cities. But yes, whenever you're dealing with big cities, and another thing that I can honestly tell you about the rent out there in Bogota is that since there's 8 million and some change residents living out there, rent is really, really high. And there's always something jumping off in Bogota. So, you know what I mean? If you guys do go out there, you know what I mean? Don't take a chain, don't take nothing of value. If you're going to take your pictures and put your camera back in your pocket and keep moving. And if possible, you know what I mean? Make friends down there, you know what I mean? So that way they can show you around because they know where to go and where not to go. Like me, for the most part, what I've always said about Medellin is that, you know what I mean, it's just like any other part in the world. Like here in Los Angeles, you got very dangerous cities, you know what I mean? And if you go into those territories and you don't know people there, you're putting yourself out on Front Street. And it's just common sense, you know? And it's the same thing out in places like Medellin, Cali, or Bogota. There is invisible lines where they're feuding amongst each other. And if they confuse you down there, believe me, 9 times out of 10, you know what I mean, them thinking that you're somebody else or that you're wanting to hurt them, they're going to pop out and start dumping. And believe me when I tell you this, people will not hesitate to dump. When I mean that is to shoot. So yes, when you go out there, you know what I mean, for the most part, go out there and do your thing. Enjoy the weather, enjoy the women. Go out there and do lots of tours. You got a lot of interesting tours. Look up videos on YouTube. Start writing the things down that catch your eyes. And when you go out there, go balls out. Do what you do. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You only live one life. All of us are trying to reach 100 years. Some of us are going to make it. Some of us are not. Whatever age you are, that's how much of percentage you've wasted or you've gone through in life. And right now, you have to take care of yourself. You have to, you know what I mean, start working out, eat healthy. Yes, treat yourself, but always be on top of your game. Right now, I have my methods, and if I complete what I have to do, then I will be out there enjoying my life, and I'm going to be recording a lot of interesting vlogs. I know that you know what I mean, I'm always recording and vlogging from my room. But yes, I'm planning on, you know what I mean, going out there and making a lot of vlogs. And I'm going to start, you know, venturing out here in Los Angeles and recording vlogs for you guys as well. Okay? Now, if you guys, you know what I mean, can really, really help me get this video up to 300 likes, please, please, guys, smash that thumbs up and support your boy. You know what I mean? We're here. We're all a family. And we have to look out for one another. And if you guys are new to my YouTube channel, if you guys can please subscribe to my page, kindly give the video a thumbs up. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.